Battleground. It's time for NXT Battleground. Live on the WWE Network. And my God, I am looking forward. This right here is the show I'm looking forward to this entire week. Looking for Double or Nothing. Looking forward to Clash of Night of Champions. Oh, it's a Clash. Night of Champions. But this right here is the show that I'm looking forward to the most. But of course, you all know me. I'm Felix Bowers, fellow loser. But I wouldn't be here by myself. I wouldn't be on this channel with that other individual who runs this shtick as well. My good buddy, my best friend, my fellow loser himself, Christian Maracle. What's up?
Oh, man. Good to be here for NXT Battleground. This will be the first time we're talking about a Battleground event since 2017. My God. And then again, we didn't exactly talk about Battleground 2017.
No, we didn't.
No, we did not. The Losers Lounge podcast was not exactly the Losers Lounge podcast, and I barely was using it at the time.
That's right. For something else. A Miracle podcast. Yeah.
But a little fun fact before we get started into the show, folks. Last time there was a Battleground was actually the first time I met my brother Long Neck Josh in person. We watched the show together. I mean, we weren't attending. We were watching at his place. It was awesome. However, of course, Battleground 2017, the last time they did it, wasn't exactly well praised by the people.
No, it wasn't.
Matter of fact, Battleground doesn't exactly have a good history, but it was known as the place where the Shield had their big triple threat.
With an amazing set, Mike. That sounds cool.
It was. However, it's back, folks, for the first time in 6 years, but this time it's for NXT. And it's live from the Tsongas or the Songas Center.
Songas.
The Songas, I don't know how the hell they say it, but it's in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Hey, Massachusetts, nice.
Yep. Seen some pictures of the place, and my God, that actually looks like a nice venue.
It does.
Looks quiet, and I love a nice, quiet, peaceful place. Right before the loud action takes place.
Exactly.
And NXT, I'm loving that they are back on the road going around the places for their pay-per-view events. Like, Vengeance Day was in Charlotte, North Carolina. Stand and Deliver, of course, was in Los Angeles. And, of course, now we got Battleground, which is going to be Lowell, Massachusetts. And now I've heard, folks, we don't exactly have a confirmation, but the next NXT pay-per-view will be in August, on August 12th. Don't know where it's going to be, but there are some rumors that it could be Chicago.
Ooh, yes.
If that's the case, I would probably predict Allstate Arena, I guess.
Cool with me.
Maybe United Center? Okay, no.
They could do the United Center.
I don't really think they're going to do that. However, I could see them going to the place where All Out usually is.
All Out's in the United. No, it's not. Where was All Out last year?
Actually, here's the thing. Despite the fact that there's an All In, there will be an All Out.
Oh, there's going to be a way out of All Out. Okay.
Oh, my God, AEW. Anyway, folks, NXT Battleground is going to be taking place on Sunday, May 29th, but at the time you listen to this, it's going to be tomorrow. And also, if you're listening to this, Night of Champions is also today. If you're in the Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. So either enjoy your lunch, enjoy your breakfast, or enjoy a brunch.
Yeah, enjoy brunch. Who doesn't love brunch?
I love brunch. Good time. But also, something to note, NXT Battleground taking place is going to start at the exact same time as AEW Double or Nothing. This will be the first time that they'll have pay-per-views going head-to-head. And it'll also be, here's another fun fact, this is the first time that two major promotions will produce major events head-to-head since 1989. When WCW Clash of Champions, or Clash of the Champions, went head-to-head with WrestleMania 5. And you could probably guess which one got destroyed.
That's right, WrestleMania! No.
Not really, no.
Exactly.
But yeah, this will be the first time that two major promotions are hosting a pay-per-view head-to-head since 1989. Heel Balor and I weren't even born yet.
Yeah, that's wild.
For another 7 years.
Wow, 7 years.
It's crazy. I know, it's wild. So we got 6 matches to talk about here. 5 championships. And we're going to start things off with this. a last man standing match between Dijak and Ilja Dragunov. And here's the thing, Heel Balor knows more about a lot of what's going on with NXT than I do, so I will let him take charge on how the build-ups took place.
I mean, it's been fun, I guess. I mean, okay, it's been pretty fun. So basically, Dijak kidnapped Ilja Dragunov and held him in a freaking, basically backstage and beat him with stuff that we did not see, mind you. And he tortured him, and he almost killed him a few weeks ago by almost basically lowering a freaking garage door onto his head. That's what's going on. Yeah. Nice.
Nice indeed.
No, very fun.
As we all know, Ilja Dragunov is a hell of a competitor, and Dijak, let's just be honest, after he stopped being T-Bar, he went back to being a good competitor again.
Exactly.
Not to mention, remember when that classic he had with WILLIE?
Yes, which I thought WILLIE was going to lose.
I did too. Kind of similar to when he had that big-time matchup for the North American title with Keith Lee. Remember that? In Portland.
Man, I love Portland.
Yep, that was a hell of a pay-per-view. Ilja Dragunov is the guy, of course, as we know, who conquered Gunther, or Walter, for the NXT UK title in 2021.
On my birthday. Very fun. No.
Yep. For one thing, Gunther didn't even win the title on your birthday. It went on April 5th. He lost the title on August 22nd, so unless somehow you got your birthday miraculously switched to August 22nd...
No, I did not. So there you go.
Oh my god, that is wild. Folks, if you're wondering, Heel Balor's birthday is April 7th.
Birthday made it next year, folks.
And my birthday is April 8th. We were literally born on the same year, just 24 hours apart from each other.
That's still mysterious to me.
Yep, that's the reality.
Yep.
I guess we were meant to be friends because we were born so close to each other, even though we were so far away from each other.
That is very true. I'm in the States, he's in Canada. Makes a whole lot of sense.
For him, it was Alabama. For me, British Columbia.
Yeah.
Good times. So, Ilja Dragunov and Dijak competing in the last man standing match, and this is honestly a match I could really see going on for quite a while, given the fact that it'll take a lot to put either of these men down.
Good.
Good. I love that. You sound like Palpatine.
That's not the Emperor.
Let the hate flow through you.
Get good. Kill him.
Oh my god, now you're... I love Star Wars.
I'm quoting everything from the Emperor's sites.
Anyways, for this match, who I'm going to predict to win, gosh, I'm thinking I'll go Dijak, honestly.
All right. I'm going to go with, let's see. Dijak hasn't won anything in a while. I don't know why, but I'm going to go with Ilja Dragunov. I don't know. It won't be different.
Last man standing. We all know the rules of that, folks. Win with the 10 count.
Yep.
But the real question is it gonna happen because one of them gets brutally beaten down, or they'll just take a shortcut?
The first one.
Perhaps. Alright, we're gonna move on now to the championship matches. These matches we might be going right through these because for some of them there may not be much to talk about.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start with this. The NXT Heritage Cup, for the first time ever, will be defended on pay-per-view. And yes, folks, the Heritage Cup is still a thing, apparently.
I did not know because NXT UK is dead, so there you go.
But it's retained. It's now just known as the NXT Heritage Cup instead of the NXT UK Heritage Cup. So the trophy is going to be defended for the first time on pay-per-view. And yes, we're continuing with how it was defended before, and that is, of course, British rounds rules. For those of you who do not know exactly how that works, I will tell you right now. British round rules. Match consists of 6 3-minute rounds with 20-second breaks between each round. The matches itself, each one, it's 2 out of 3 falls.
So boxing.
Boxing, yes, except you have to win twice.
So boxing, but 2 out of 3 falls. Okay, makes a lot of sense.
Falls can be won by pinfall, submission, or countout, but no disqualifications.
So no knockout. So
actually, wait, hold up a second. I got that wrong. The pinfalls, you cannot get a win by disqualification.
Oh!
Once a fall occurs, the round ends. And, we got the 20-second break. The match
Okay.
ends once a wrestler has 1-2 falls, and in the event of a disqualification or knockout, the match instantly ends without the need for 2 falls. So, the match is just over entirely.
That is confusing as heck, but okay.
If all 6 rounds are completed without, the second fall, whoever is ahead on falls wins the match. But of course, as we all know, if there's a tie, either they're going to go to overtime or this is going to be like it's a draw.
Iron Man makes the last minute. Iron Man makes 2 or 3 falls. Makes your boxing. Makes professional wrestling. Makes a lot of sense.
Yep. Winner gets that trophy. And the match is Noam Dar versus Dragon Lee.
Yes.
So, when you put all those in perspective, in order, at that moment you're like, okay, we're in for a banger. And the fact that it's put under these rules, I'm excited for this. 6 3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
So, Noam Dar is a 2-time champion, and he's also held it the longest, and the second longest. He's been, technically, since his title reign never ended when NXT UK was put away, he's had the title for like a combined 500 plus days.
Jeez.
Won the title in first in 2021, then he momentarily lost it to Mark Coffey before winning it back.
Okay.
And July, he won it. July 2022, he won it. And of course, when NXT UK went down, it wasn't shown for the longest time. But then after WrestleMania took place, he showed up again, and he's like, hey, my reign still exists. Nobody beat me for it, so here we go.
Okay.
So, here we are now. Noam Dar, Dragon Lee. Who's going to become the next Heritage Cup champion?
I don't...
It doesn't matter who's going to be the Heritage Cup champion!
Yeah, it really doesn't, because why isn't he even here?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't even know why. I don't get what the whole point of this is. I mean, I love the rules, and I love the Heritage Cup, but it was mostly put on for NXT UK, and it's contested under British round rules. So, we're on American soil, though. So, are we calling it American round rules?
Dragon Lee's not British. So, why are we doing this?
I mean, technically, you don't have to be exactly British, but,
NXT UK is dead, so why is it around? Oh.
You know, it just is what it is, in my opinion, because, at least it's given us another chance for a good match.
NXT. I love NXT. So there you go.
So, I'm honestly gonna just guess and say Noam Dar is gonna win. However, he's gonna get the first fall, but then all the times are gonna run out, and he just wins by that way.
Dragon Lee, whatever. It should be good. I don't care about the prize at all. So yeah, Noam Dar should win this. So yeah, he should win, but I don't know why. I think Dragon Lee's going to win it. Whatever. I don't know. It's just the prize. It's just, why is it around?
All right, we're going to move on now to the next championship. This is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. And this is honestly a match I am excited to see, at least in a 2-on-2 scenario. I've been hoping this would be 2-on-2. Gallus versus the Creed brothers.
Oh, Creeds.
So what was that?
My boys, the Creeds.
Yep. They were also competing against each other at Stand and Deliver. However, we had the D'Angelo family also involved.
Yep.
In this case, I'm like, finally, it's 2-on-2. And I wanted to see Gallus and the Creed brothers in an NXT Tag Team title match. And Joe Coffey is in the mix now, as we know.
Yep.
I wonder if Joe Coffey will ever go for any of the other belts.
Probably.
That'd be nice. Gallus, of course, as you know, was for a time the longest reigning tag team champions in WWE history, with a reign of 500 days as the UK tag champs. But a majority of that, of course, had to go with the fact that COVID-19 shut down the place.
Exactly.
However, they have, even after they came back from the whole thing with COVID, they still defended and retained successfully several times before finally losing it to Pretty Deadly.
Yep.
Creed brothers won the tag team titles, and they conveniently also lost to Pretty Deadly.
We're also on SmackDown.
These two teams have something in common now.
There you go.
Only difference is the Creeds actually beat Pretty Deadly to win the belts in the first place.
Yep.
So that's why, but when they lost the titles to Pretty Deadly, Gallus was like, first time?
Yeah, first time. Exactly.
Good meme. I love them. I love a good meme. But I'll be honest, I like both teams, but I'm more into Gallus here than I am to the Creed brothers. And so honestly, I think I'd like to see the Creed brothers called up at some point.
You and me both.
So for now, I'm like, Gallus, in my opinion, they could use the momentum a lot more.
Yeah. Creed's done all they could in NXT.
So that's why I'm predicting Gallus to retain the NXT Tag Team titles.
Same here. Same here.
All right, we're going to move on to this is another interesting scenario, folks. For the NXT Women's Championship, the title has been vacated by Indy Hartwell because she got called up to the main roster.
She found a way to the main roster that time.
She got drafted to Monday Night Raw, and was as a result, she's been told to relinquish the NXT Women's title, and yet for whatever reason, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are allowed to keep their tag team titles.
And I don't know why, but that's stupid.
Yeah, that's the moment where it's like, okay, it would have been the Indy situation would have been understandable had it not been for these girls allowed to hang on to their women's tag titles in NXT despite all this.
And they're still called the tag team champs of NXT.
Yeah, pretty much. And did you like how, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn was supposed to defend their titles against Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, who then got called up to Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, we got a Raw team and a SmackDown team fighting for an NXT title. That's a first.
Yeah, very first.
Not exactly something I was interested in, but
yeah,
it is what it is. I still think they should have been told to relinquish the belts, but then again, who the hell would win them?
I've been saying this since day one. This goes for the main roster belts too for the women. They shouldn't have brought them in, period, because there needs to be I don't know. Should have been freaking mid-card belts. That's why I hope they get one day.
I really hope that is the case too, because the women's tag team titles in NXT and even the main roster, I'm sorry, it's just not working out. Not for me, anyway.
Yeah, the NXT were working out when they were on Todd's contraction.
Oh,
and
yeah.
other people too.
Good times, but, well, that team's no more. A lot of other teams, they're no more. Other teams, they're on the main roster.
Yep, so get rid of the belts, retired.
Retire. Thank you very much. Thank you, bye-bye.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
But anyways, back to the NXT Women's Tag, not the Women's Tag Titles, but the Women's Championship, as Indy Hartwell was told to relinquish her belt. She's on Monday Night Raw now, so the Way is back.
Joy. Wonderful. I'm excited. Can't stand the Way.
Sarcasm, I hear. Yep.
That's sarcasm. I can't stand the Way.
We had a tournament that took place throughout May to crown a champion at Battleground, and here's the way it's looking. It's Tiffany Stratton versus Lyra Valkyria.
But legit shocker, because we all thought, I legit thought that was going to be Cora Jade and Tiffany. Or Cora Jade and Roxanne. Nope.
So here's how things work. We got Gigi Dolan and Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany beat Gigi Dolan and Roxanne Perez to get where she's at.
Yes,
they got Lyra Valkyria, who beat Kiana James and Cora Jade to get here.
Yep.
And of course, the other two participants in the tournament were JC Jane and Fallon Henley. They each fell to Roxanne and Cora, respectfully. And there's another thing I don't get. There's another match that should have been put in place for NXT Battleground. That should have been JC Jane, Gigi Dolan in that weaponized steel cage match.
Yeah, why is that not on the show? Why is that next week?
Yeah, that's a match that was perfect for the pay-per-view. It's a battleground, and this cage is a hell of a battleground full of weapons, and there's usually weapons on a battlefield, so...
So why is that not at the show?
Beats me.
Loaded? The card is not too loaded. Just put it on the card, please. No? You're doing it next week, Sean?
Unfortunately. Maybe he just didn't want that to steal the show from any of the other matches.
I mean, that's fair, but the cards just, why? You're supposed to be my friend, Sean. Your brand's supposed to be my best friend. I love this brand. That's okay.
Yeah, it is what it is on that case.
Yeah. I wonder what they do afterwards. Because really nothing else for them to do. You reunite them after that? They got to hug afterwards and kiss after that? Like, what's that? Like,
got to go out to dinner, go fishing, and watch The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Well, folks, yes, indeed, this was a shocker because I expected Tiffany Stratton to make it, but I did not expect Lyra Valkyria to go past Cora Jade.
I like her.
Maybe they just didn't want to do bad guy versus bad guy.
You can still do them.
I mean, they're doing good guy versus good guy with Seth Rollins and AJ Styles.
Exactly.
All because they won a tournament. You
literally did good versus good guy with the main event. The rematch of the main event from the last NXT show.
I remember when the Shield... Okay, remember in 2014 as well, when the Shield took on the Wyatt family. Both stables were technically heels at the time.
Classic match. Yes, I do remember that.
It was bad guys versus bad guys, but the audience didn't care that they were bad guys. They just wanted to see them fight.
Exactly.
That's what it was all about. So, let's see. Who do you think could benefit from this more, Tiffany or Lyra?
Let's see. Well, I have Valkyria. Let's see. Her gimmick's great. She basically reminds me of... This is a weird comparison to make, and I don't like making comparisons to wrestlers or anyone in general, but she gives me the vibes of Thunder Rosa. And no, it's not because her gimmick is all about rain. I don't know, just her vibe, her entrance a little bit, her gear reminds me of Thunder Rosa. Tiffany gives me vibes of like basically Barbie. That's the gimmick. Basically Barbie mixed with
spoiled rich girl.
Basically female MJF without the cussing.
Pretty much,
she's spoiled and she's a brat. I love that about her. And she's really grown on me. Like, it took a while to like Tiffany.
I think I get now where Tiffany's coming from. She's a Barbie girl in her Barbie world.
Yes.
It's fantastic. She can brush her hair and take them everywhere. I don't know the fucking lyrics. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, her hair is not plastic. Just say her body's that's fucked up. That's me. But that's me. Anyways,
just be thankful she's not like Kim Kardashian, who's practically bulletproof at this point after all that plastic.
You dang right. The entire family's plastic, dude. Let's be honest. Anyways, screw the Kardashians. Anyways.
So, truthfully, this is why I'm like, it's hard to tell who could benefit from this more. But I'm gonna go on a wild card and say Lyra Valkyria.
That's sitting my girl Tiffany. Don't know why. I just think this whole thing was made for her, I guess. I think she should have been the one to win at the last show we had, Stand and Deliver. And I gave it to Indy Hartwell.
Yeah.
Trust me, folks, I was very, very upset with that. Very upset. Thank God y'all didn't hear me. So, yeah, let's say that was a bad move on my opinion. This one here, I think Tiffany would benefit more, honestly. Lyra, I would love to see her as champ. I'm fine. No joke. I'm actually fine either way, but I am Team Tiffany. Been a fan of Tiffany for a while, since last year, since the middle of last year. It took a while. And no, it's not because, you like it because she looks like Mandy Rose. No, wrong. And don't compare. Again, don't compare. I know I just did that with Lyra and Thunder Rosa. Again, she just reminds me of Thunder Rosa for some reason. Anyways, again, Tiffany, Mandy, both prepossessed Barbie dolls, I guess is the wording. Cute face, blah, 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 blah. But they can wrestle their living butts off. They can wrestle. They can go out there and they've improved. Mic skill-wise, it's very iffy. Mandy has that one beat, obviously. Tiffany's grown into her own. They're polar opposites, kind of. With Tiffany, a lot of comparisons on this show with this one. People have compared her to Charlotte. Don't know why. I don't see that. She's kind of Charlotte. I don't know. She's blonde, I guess. I don't know. All blonde women look the same outfit. That's not the case. Anyways, I really do think that with Lyra, she would benefit, but I think Tiffany would benefit more. I think she's ready. I think it's time to give her a due. Have her hold it for a few months, and then Lyra beats her. Or whoever freaking wins, whoever beats Tiffany after this. So I think it's going to go to Tiffany Stratton. Give her due. It's time. People are ready. People want it. And you could do a swerve. You could have a swerve and have a Lyra win. It's fine with me. Either one is fine with me. But I'd pretty much go with Tiff. So, round with Tiffany Stratton all the way at this one. It's Tiff time.
Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on now to the next match. And this is a triple threat for the NXT North American Championship. Wesley's defending against Joe Gacy and Tyler Bate. And if you know anything about Wesley as North American Champion, it's that he happens to put on some of the best matches we've seen. I would go as far as to say he's been the best North American Champion ever.
Of all time. Well, I mean, there's Mella, but I'm sorry, Mella, you've been surpassed, bro. And I love Mella, but you've been surpassed by Wesley.
Yep.
Like,
Wesley, Carmelo Hayes. I'll be honest, I didn't even pick a favorite after that one. Velveteen Dream.
My favorite? Like, my favorite? Like, my favorite North American champ's been Wesley.
No, I'm saying, like, I don't think I've picked a favorite after Carmelo Hayes. You know, Wesley, Carmelo Hayes, and then I'm like, I don't know, fucking Velveteen Dream. All I could think about is the longest reigning champion.
I don't remember Velveteen Dream, like, him doing much with it. I mean, he was a good champion. I remember that. But I don't remember him doing much.
There's also Johnny Gargano.
He's the shortest reign champ. Well, no, he's not.
I'm talking his third reign.
Yeah, he's the longest, yeah.
And then, of course, you have Keith Lee. He's also been a great champion.
Loves Keith Lee as champion.
Yep.
First, the NXT North American title, too.
That is true. However, Wesley, he's, by the way, close to breaking the all-time record as the longest reigning champion.
Good.
If he can get past this match, he's on his way to doing that.
Good.
But to do that, he's got to go through Joe Gacy and perhaps one of the most intense UK wrestlers ever, and that is Tyler Bate.
Yeah, I've had Tyler Bate since the NXT UK tournament, championship tournament back in 2018, 17-ish.
2017. Yeah. And he was 19 years old when he won it.
Which is weird, because Tyler Bate's like a year younger than us.
Yeah.
That's really scary.
We got to the point where Austin Theory is younger than both of us.
So is Braun Breaker.
Yeah. And we're gotten to the point where there's a lot of wrestlers on top of the world right now who are younger than us.
So is Dominic Mysterio. I'm going to be quiet right now. That's starting to freak me out.
At that moment, I'm like, holy fuck, we're getting old.
Exactly. I mean, the current NXT champ's older than us by 2 years. Not by a year.
That is true. Wesley, ever since the unfair firing of Nash Carter.
Hashtag bring back Nash Carter.
Has been proven that he's done a fantastic job on his own. And has been, as I said, the best North American champion. It's hard to disagree with that.
I was very worried with Wesley going on his own. I'm like, he's not going to do anything. He needs me in a tag team. He's not going to do anything. They proved me wrong immediately. I'm like, boy, have they proved me wrong. He's held it since, not Vengeance Day,
Halloween Havoc, yeah.
Yeah, Halloween Havoc. That's
won it in a ladders match. Helton has been performing very good. Had a great match at Vengeance Day with Dijak, and then at Stand and Deliver, won that fatal 5-way.
I thought Dijak was the one to beat him. Nope. Thought that fatal 5-way was it? Nope. He's still champion. He deserves to be the longest reigning North American champion because he's earned it.
Absolutely has. It's absolutely crazy that how far he's come ever since he won the title. And now he's got another challenge in the form of Joe Gacy and Tyler Bate. But mostly Tyler Bate, no offense, Joe.
Yeah, everyone, Tyler Bate, yeah. Joe Gacy, I like Joe Gacy and all, but you're just there, sadly.
This actually has me thinking. Imagine this. Wesley, Tyler Bate, Joe Coffey.
Just switching out Joe for Joe?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying, because Joe Coffey has been a hell of a contender in NXT UK.
Yeah. Might as well.
And also, and here's the thing. What do you think NXT's summer pay-per-view is going to be? I think it should be Heatwave.
Gosh. Yeah, they usually do that every year. Sure, go for it.
Yep, they usually do that every year, so might as well name the pay-per-view that, Heatwave, especially if you're in middle of August. That's going to be a Heatwave if you're at a certain location.
Yeah.
I dare them, actually, not to do it in Chicago, but imagine Heatwave in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, it gets hot over there, that's for sure. Just do it in an arena with cool air.
Yeah. Now let's go outdoors, out with the hot sun. Okay, no.
Yeah, the poor wrestlers have to work out there in the hot sun. To be fair, they've worked in rain, they've worked in snow. I think snow.
I don't know if they've done snow, but I'm just saying, yeah. It'd be nice to see what they could do.
They've worked in thunderstorms. Actually, well, close enough. Close enough is basically Mania 37.
So for the North American title, I'm honestly going to predict Wesley's going to retain this title in this case. It's going to be close. But I think the closest is going to be him and Tyler Bate. Joe Casey is going to put on a good performance, but I think Tyler Bate's going to be closer to winning the belt.
Really sleep on Joe Gacy. He's really underrated in the ring. Like, he's really good, but like, yeah, it's gonna remain with Wesley. Who beats him? I don't freaking know. I don't care. Actually, I do care, but like, I want him to remain champ for as long as he can. Till the end of the year. Yes, I said till the end of the year. Into 2024. That's how good he is. He deserves it. Yeah, go with me, Wes.
All right, then. And are we ready to talk the main event, the rematch for the NXT Championship as Carmelo Hayes is taking on Braun Breaker?
You know it. My boy's right here.
Yep, and this time Braun Breaker is a bad guy.
A very violent, dangerous psychopath heel who, in my opinion, has the best spear in wrestling right now. Yeah, I said it.
Yep. This is the dude who I know should be WWE champion at some point.
Yeah, give him like 3 years.
Yep.
3.
Have this be his last year in NXT, and then maybe next year finally call him up. That he lasts a couple years. Matter of fact, actually, if Gunther's to lose the Intercontinental title to anybody, have him drop it to Braun.
Yep, I pitched it, bro. That's right. Beat Breaker.
Gunther. Braun Breaker, WrestleMania 40.
Oh man. Let's please. Speed Breaker becoming champ.
I'm sorry, wait. You lagged a little bit. What was that?
Oh, I did? What were you saying?
I said Gunther, Braun Breaker, WrestleMania 40.
Okay, I was saying, like, please do that on my birthday.
Yeah, how great would that be?
Please. Like, dude, I was mad initially. I was a little mad when they turned Braun heel. Not because they turned him heel. I was mad he was staying in NXT. I was like, no, he won't want him in the roster. But then I understand. Then my buddies told me like he needs to remain in NXT to work on his character because let's face it, I keep on saying this, and they're right, and I was pretty much proven right too. Braun works better as a heel right now.
Yeah, this has gone a lot more insane and wild than their ability to stand and deliver. That's why I'm excited for this rematch, and I'll even go as far as to say I think Carmelo Hayes is in trouble.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He could very well, I don't think it's going to happen, but he could very well lose the title back to Braun Breaker. He could very well do that.
It's funny because Braun in many of his promos for the past few weeks, he's been saying he doesn't need the fans. He don't need the title. The title made him weak. Which makes me wonder, why did you chase it in the first place when you came here? I don't think. I guess you realize the fans are fickle. So there you go.
I think maybe he also got mad. I think he also got mad because Carmelo Hayes refused to go fishing and go to dinner with him.
And if you think about it, Melo cheated to win the title. I'm just saying, Melo did cheat to win the title.
He kind of did. Trick Williams got involved.
Yeah, and he smashed with the belt or something like that. Yeah, he got involved. So Braun has a right to be mad, but apparently he's the bad guy in this case. Oh, you can't do that. You can't get your revenge because you got cheated out. And then storyline, they're talking about like, well, you're just mad because the fans turned on you. I mean, I would be too. I kind of don't blame them for turning on him because he kind of was getting stale as champion. And this new heel run of Beat Breaker has been the best work that he's done. He's only 25, yep. And he is doing so well, and he is killing it right now as a heel. Melo as champ, I love Melo, love him. He does have he's great. He's doing a great job as champion. I don't want him to lose it yet, but I do want him to lose it in like a few months because I kind of want to see him and Beat Breaker on the main roster. But I understand why they have to keep those people down. They to keep the ship afloat, of course. That's all I gotta say about it. Who's gonna win? Melo's gonna win. That's who's gonna win. Because Braun Breaker.
I believe Trick Williams will be destroyed before it happens.
Yes, he will.
Trick Williams will be out of the equation, allowing Carmelo to actually dig deeper than he ever has before in order to conquer this new evil Braun.
This very violent, very violent, dangerous person with him. And this dude, this reminds me so much of like Brock Lesnar's young run back in like when he first started out. Like he's giving me so much of Brock Lesnar's vibe. He's giving me Batista vibes. He's giving me Steiner vibes. Obviously, he's growing out his beard too. As I may notice, he's growing out his beard more. I'm like, yes, grow it out, dude. He's getting more vocal on the mic. He doesn't sound nervous anymore. I've been saying, man, he needed this, and he's doing very well in this role. Mello, he's doing great too in this role. He's what the fans wanted. The fans are going to turn you in a few months. Get ready for that. Oh man, I love NXT. So these are my favorites, dude. And then I remember when 2.0 started, and these two were my Braun Breaker. First off, didn't like him. Took me 2 weeks to like two weeks to like Braun Breaker immediately. I'm like, this guy's the future. This is it. Mello, I've liked Mello since towards the end of Black and Gold. We fought Adam Cole. These two have been my bread and butter since 2.0, of course, and now it's this new NXT. They're doing so well in their roles. I'm just so excited to see this match again. It's be a lot more intense than their last match. Where it's all about friendliness and about ups and downs and all that kind of stuff. Now it's personal in Braun's eyes, and with this new evil version of Braun, I'm loving it. Don't turn this man face until when he gets called up. That's when you should turn him face. Like, he needs to keep doing this. He needs to keep going on a tear. Like, come on, join in, Chris. What do you think?
I honestly believe that too.
Yeah. Well, he needs to go on this tear.
You pretty much said everything that I was about to say, so that works. This helps.
I love NXT. You got Raw, you got SmackDown. That's great. This is my brand. This is what I love. A shout out to Beast Mode 9000, by the way. This is our brand. Me and him, we love NXT. And, we're very excited for this show. I know he ain't here, but I just want to give a shout out to him.
Yep.
And we're very excited for this show. And I'm excited in general for this week. But, excited for Double or Nothing. Excited for Night of Champions. But this night, said at the beginning, this is my night right here.
All right. Yep. All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our predictions to NXT Battleground. And this is episode 2 of 3 for this weekend, folks, because tomorrow you guys are going to get our predictions to AEW Double or Nothing. And it may not seem like we have much to say. However, we do have quite a lot of criticism regarding certain things.
Boy, do we. I know, like, y'all be thinking, it's just heel battling first and doing the same old shit with AEW. They kind of forced our hands this time.
We're trying.
You'll see.
Here's the thing. We are doing our best to be as positive as possible. But here's the thing. I believe NXT Battleground is the only one where we hardly said much of a bad thing here.
No.
Night of Champions, yesterday when we did Night of Champions, we had quite a number of things that we had criticisms for.
Cough, cough, Cody Rhodes.
And now, I guarantee we have quite a bit to say about Double or Nothing.
Yeah, a lot. Trust us, folks.
But in the meantime, folks, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. And Yo Battler, well, we'll get into more of this tomorrow. So allow us to end this off.
Well, let's just end off right now. I don't have anything else to say. I'm not even going to say our catchphrase. We'll see you tomorrow.